All right, today I'm taking a look at the Oiiwak Endoscope. Oh, that's cool. Comes with its own little case. All right, so we got an instruction manual. We got our charging cable, so this is USB-A to micro USB. We got some different heads. It's nice having a tiny little container like that. So these two on the right are mirrors so that you can look back or look around corners. So if you need to be able to stab this through, but you actually need to look at a valve that's at an angle, you can use that to make that happen. And then this is a hook. So if you're trying to reach into a tight spot and just pull something out, you can use that to make that happen. And these are threaded, so you don't have to worry about this thing falling off. So if you're like fishing into a grate or something like that to pull a wedding ring out, this will work no problem. Okay, and then here is the endoscope. That's kind of cool. So we got a flexible wire right here, and then we got our stiff wire right here. If I pull this thing up and I get it into position, it kind of stays. So that's going to be important for if you're like trying to fish through a vent or something sideways. If this thing was to fall over, it would just coil up on itself. So because I can straighten this thing out, I can fish that quite a ways up a vent. It might bounce around a little bit, but I'm not going to worry about it just like flipping over and then pointing back at me. So these are good to have, and I do like that it's got this flexible wire right here. That's something I don't normally see. That's actually kind of cool. So the head on here is nice and small. They said it's 5.5 millimeters, so that is less than 1/4 of an inch. So you can drill a small hole, like a little inspection hole in a wall, and drop this thing in, and then you can patch that up real easy because you don't have to have a very big hole in order to use this thing, make it work. You can't see a row of LEDs around the eye, so you are going to be able to light up that area to see what you're doing. So here is the main unit. So they said this is a 1080p screen that is 4.3 inches wide, and that is a 1080p camera. So that should make life pretty darn easy. We got a micro SD card slot right here, and it looks like we actually have one in there. Yeah, that's cool. Looks like it comes with an 8GB card. So that's going to be nice. So if we need to record whatever we're looking at, we can use that. So here's our on-off switch, and I believe this is going to be lighting control, but we'll find out. All right, so you can see that it did light up right away, and that has got a pretty nice light on it. Let's see what happens when we do this. Yep, so that is the lighting control. That's pretty cool. We can get up nice and close, and it's still able to focus at a very close focal range. So that's actually really important for endoscopes, because if you're going to try to use this as like a borescope or something like that, you have to get real close. So that's nice. This is capable of doing that. And for a 4.3 inch screen, this is actually real easy to see. Yeah, you can get all kinds of detail with this. So we do have a battery indicator on the side, so we know exactly how much longer we got left. I do like that it comes at least partially charged, and charging it is right here on the bottom. So that's where you plug that cord in to charge it. All right, so this is our back, left, right, and OK. So that will help navigate this menu. So right now we're on the camera. I just took a picture. Now I'm recording a video. All right, so this is playback, so I can see exactly what I just did. Not a lot to see there. And then we got settings. All right, so we're currently at 640 by 480 resolution, and we can go all the way up to 1920 by 1080. So let's go ahead and use that. We got English, brightness, and that's going to be screen brightness, so we can turn that down. If we want to save battery power on this thing, but we still want to be able to see, it's a nice thing to have the options on. Then we got zoom in, so if we want to be able to look a little bit further than what camera can actually show, we can use that. We can rotate the image, format the card. This is showing us how much space we got left, so we got 7.3 out of 8GB remaining. And then the software version that we're currently running. Sometimes they really just overcomplicate these things, and having one that's just simple to use, that's just really, wow. Yeah, I can definitely tell the difference between the 640 by 480 and the 1080. Like, that is a really nice looking screen. Wow, they use this as a microscope. That's insane. Okay, cool. Yeah, that is an incredible quality camera. Like, for what you're paying for this thing, that is an absolute steal. All right, cool. Yeah, that is a really nice endoscope.